A&P up here.
Hi, and welcome to Freedom Watch Afghanistan. I'm Staff Sergeant Trevor Pedro. Engineers play a key role in rebuilding Afghanistan. They have a hand in everything from base structures to schools and bridges in local communities. Senior Airman Rob Joswiak shows us one brigade of combat engineers that is taking reconstruction to a whole new level.
Staff Sergeant Nicholson.
Task Force Pacemaker is a brigade of combat engineers from Fort Lewis, Washington at the tail end of a 15-month deployment. For these soldiers, the reconstruction of Afghanistan is their mission.
We provide military mobility across the RC East. We build bases in Afghanistan, but really the most important line of operation that we have is our ability to connect the government of Afghanistan to its people and help separate the enemy from the people by doing these Commander's Emergency Relief Projects, which really provide the infrastructure to Afghanistan, which really allows the people to see their government supporting their lives.
Beyond reconstruction, they also provide training to local Afghan citizens and build schools throughout the different provinces. This means convoys are a part of their everyday mission, which is why they are superior combat engineers.
They're outstandingly motivated because trying to do all this work, laying concrete, and you can see the gating baskets all filled with rock, all have to be loaded by hand. Doing all that with 80 pounds of gear on, it's going to wear anybody down.
As these Task Force Pacemaker soldiers get ready to redeploy, there is no doubt their efforts over the last 14 months have helped make Afghanistan more mobile and modern. Senior Airman Rob Joswiak, FOB Sharana, Afghanistan.
And now here's a look at your photos from the field.
Coalition forces disrupted Taliban weapons facilitation operations during an operation in Helmand province in which a number of weapons were seized. In Logar province, Czech Republic inaugurated a provincial reconstruction team at Forward Operating Base Shank.
The American Red Cross has 5 offices downrange which serve armed forces personnel and are the emergency communications link between service members and their families. Staff Sergeant Stephen Achinachik spent a day at the Bagram office and has this story.
From Kuwait to Iraq and Afghanistan, the American Red Cross has deployed members from the age of 23 to Pat Cockritz's age, 82.
I'm just happy that Red Cross is not age-biased. And as long as they'll take me, I'll go.
She's a prime example of just because you've reached a certain age in life that you don't have to stop doing things. And goodness knows she's here doing it every night. She'll work 135 straight days.
Originally scheduled for 6 months, their deployment was shortened to 4, but that doesn't change the day-to-day workload.
It's very stressful, and they take it to heart. I mean, they're very meticulous because they want to make sure they're getting the correct information in a timely manner to that service member or civilian. And they do a great job. Like I said, I appreciate all that they do, even more so now.
Major Hargrove had gone home on emergency leave after receiving a Red Cross message that her mother would need to go into an unexpected surgery. The surgery went well, and they're expecting a full recovery. Red Cross messages can range from emergencies like this to birth announcements and the most unfortunate, deaths.
This woman called about her nephew. She had 2 nephews in Iraq, and her son was in Iraq, and another son at Fort Sill, I think, but in the States. Her sister, who was also in Iraq, working as an emergency person, she was a nurse, was sent to a IED incident, and her son was there dead. Oh boy, we both cried on that one.
Relaying emergency information like this, the Red Cross is a vital link to service members and their commanders in the emergency leave decision-making process. Staff Sergeant Stephen Achinachik, Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan.
And that's all for this edition of Freedom Watch Afghanistan. I'm Staff Sergeant Trevor Pedro. Thanks for watching.